Notice the sounds inside your space. Sensation of the air flowing in and out the tips of the nostrils. Feel it drift to the back of the throat on the way in and out towards your upper lip on the way out. Find that breath practice that's an equal length of your inhale to an equal length of your exhale. I'm going to suggest a 6-count breath. So on your way in, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the way out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That seems too long. You're gasping at the top. Please cut it down by 1 or 2. We'll do 3 rounds on our own. Your next exhale, just letting go of that rhythm, that count, and returning to whatever feels comfortable. And just take notice how you're feeling after a breath practice like that. So you may use it again during this day or in the future whenever you might want to feel the same way. All right, let's pause to set that intention for the day. I know it's well into the morning, but maybe you've got something up your sleeve. Or if you've already set an intention, carry that through today, this morning. How are you going to show up today towards yourself, towards those around you, or towards this planet? All right, if the palms are not already there, let's meet there. Spread those fingers out wide, thumbs coming towards your chest, elbows out. One full breath here, a little bit of pressure there. Start activating those arm muscles. All right, and then we'll send it forward, reaching. And spread those hands out, pushing the air away. Lifting it up, inhale. And exhale back down the center. 2 more, same thing. Last one. Every time the hands are together, there's a little bit of pressure. Excuse me. We'll meet in the center, press those palms together, elbows out. All right, let go of that effort. Clasp those hands. We'll start that figure 8 or infinity sign. All right, pausing wherever you might be and head the other direction. Come back to center, keep those hands clasped. We'll send the hands outward and then like your little wings of your shoulder blades are curling or rolling forward. Excuse me. On your in-breath, flip those palms, rise up towards the sky. And we're going to separate and come out into cactus arms, draw the shoulder blades back in together. 2 more. Clasp. Exhale to round. Inhale to rise. Exhale, cactus. Last one. All right, come back, make any little adjustments. Let's take our range of motion through head and neck. Place the right hand over the heart space. You're going to start to slide that across the chest. Inhale, open, gaze out to the right. Exhale, slide back across, gaze left. So when you gaze left, that right shoulder is going to want to come forward with you. See if you can keep it back. Try to get some of these neck muscles opened up. Sorry, 2 more times. Just wanted to point that out. Next time we open up, reaching, you're going to take your left hand down to the floor beside your left thigh or hip, and then take that right arm up and over. Left shoulder drops out of the ear. And we'll keep that right sit bone grounded. Maybe allow your head and gaze to drop down towards the left. One more breath, reach from right fingertips to right feet. Exhale, push the floor away from you to come back up. Place that right hand to the outside of the left thigh, and we'll take the left arm up and over. I wasn't going to do that, but it just happened organically. So here we are, gazing down towards the right this time. Good in-breath, reaching with left fingertips, left sit bones. Exhale, rise back up right into that twist to the left. No forceful twists for you ladies and gents out there. Drop those shoulders out of the ears. One more breath into those left side gills. Okay, and we'll be back in the center. Make any little adjustments. We're off to the other side. So left hand to the chest base. Same thing. Inhale, open, left, gaze left. Exhale, sweep back across, gaze right. Left shoulder stays back. 2 more. Good, sweeping open this time. Take the right hand down by the right hip or onto the floor and start to take the left arm up and over. We'll drop the right shoulder out of the ear and allow the gaze to drop down towards the right. The slightest pressure of that right hand down to the floor, that's going to press your left sit bone down. One more breath. Push the floor away from you when you're ready. Take that left hand to the outside of the right thigh and right arm reaches up and over. Gaze or the head drops towards the left. Keep your right sit bone grounded. One more breath to reach through those right fingertips. And exhale, right hand comes to the outside of the right hip into that very gentle twist. Shoulders are opening from the very center out to the tips. One more breath into those right side gills this time. All right, and then we'll float back to center. Adjust, adjust. All right, let's start to make our transition onto hands and knees, quadruped. All right, so knees are a little bit wide, hands are a little bit wide, and we're gonna do a little tail shaking here. So you're gonna shift your tail to one side, and then your head's gonna look to that same side. So if my tail goes to the left, my head goes to the left. And I'm gonna swing my tail over to the right, and my gaze is gonna go to the right. So we shift side to side. It's a little bit more of a side bend here. One more to each. Alright, we're back to center. We're just gonna go through a traditional cat and cow. So, next time you exhale, you're gonna tuck the tailbone round more, kind of through the mid-back, upper back. Allow the head to drop. And then we head the opposite direction and tuck the tailbone. So if you're still, if you're seated in a chair, you can certainly do cat and cow there. So maybe you're standing with your hands on the table and you can do it there. All right, last one. All right, let's come off the knees, or maybe into standing if you're already there. Take the hands back behind you. We'll take a clasp and send the hands down towards your seat or your tailbone and open up the chest. One more breath. All right. Shake it out. We're going to head back down. Spread those fingers out wide. We'll take one foot back into half plank. So we can certainly do this at a tabletop as well. And we're going to go into our shifts, just like we've done before. Let's take an inhale as we head forward, and an exhale as we shift back. You're gathering up some steam and some power, and then you're going to let it all go as you head back. One more. We'll press through the heel, push the floor away from you to broaden those shoulders. Belly expands on the in-breath and draws inward on the out-breath. Bring it back to center. We're going to actually rise up midway here. Change the clasp of your hands. Take them back behind you. Open up the shoulders for 2 breaths. All right, we'll meet back down for our second side. Spread those hands out. Take the right foot back. Same thing. Let's inhale as we shift forward. Exhale to shift back. 2 more. Next time you head back into the heel, press the floor or the table surface away from you. Belly expands on the in-breath, draws inward on the out-breath. All right, back up slowly. Good. Shoulder rolls, shake out the hands. All right, let's take a, should we do this? Let's try this, yes. Let's come back, so hands on the surface. Again, we're gonna go through half plank into downward facing dog. So you can do this at a table surface too, doesn't matter. Spread those fingers out. We're gonna take 1 foot back. Actually, we're going half plank to full plank to down dog. I lied, sorry. Slide that other leg back. And you can certainly keep one knee down into half plank too. All good. Okay. Push the floor away from you into your plank. Get nice and strong. We're going to shift up and back into downward facing dog. My first dog of the day, and actually maybe for 3 days, so we might want to walk that dog or wag your tail, shift about. Come to pause in the center, and we're going to shift back through plank to come back to the knees. So shift forward to plank. One more breath if you're still with me. And then lower one knee down, the other knee down. And maybe go into a child's or puppy dog. Full breath in, let your belly expand. Exhale, mouth open. All right, let's slowly come back up. We're going to do that at least 1 more time. Okay? Here we go. Spread those hands out on the surface that you're using. Push that surface away from you. Take 1 foot back. Take the other foot back. Plank pose. We're here for 2 breaths. Press the floor away from you. The butt's not too lifted. Back's flat. I know that was more than 2 breaths. Let's head it. Back it up, downward facing dog. Okay. So you're going to press through your right hand and your left foot. You're going to hold it there. Press through your left hand and your right foot. Hold it there. One more to each. If you'd like, you can always come down to rest. And we're heading back to plank before we come back down. So shift forward onto plank pose. Push the floor away from you. Stay for 2 more breaths if you can. Next, we're going to child's or puppy dogs. You can head there anytime. I'm going to flip my palms up just for a little extra stretch. My hands are hidden. Oh, they're not. Okay. Just making sure. Full breath in. Let your belly expand. Exhale, mouth open. All right. Start to walk it up. Let's get off of our knees and hands and move our way into standing if you're not there already. And next, we'll grab our strap. Okay. You know where we're going. You've been with me long enough. Let's send those feet out a little wide. We'll rise up in breath and out breath. Maybe you're going back behind today, maybe not. Be mindful that you're not thrust. I don't know why I went all the way back around, but that you're not thrusting your head forward when you're coming into this or trying to shimmy off to one side. Been back there in a while. All right. Let's pause. If you'd like another few, you're welcome to continue. It's your practice. If you're ready to shift, we're off to the side bend. Take an inhale, full in breath, out breath, let it out, side bend. One more to each. Or sorry, we haven't even done the other side. Now it's one more to each. All right, we're back at the start point. Take the strap back behind you. Send those feet wide if they're not already. You have the option to take it into this forward fold or just stop with the arms behind you. Opening up in breath, bending at the knees. Perhaps if you're heading down, for everyone here, just keeping a flat back. Arms can always rest on your backside too, and just drawing the shoulder blades together, so it doesn't have to be this full lift if that doesn't feel great. One more breath. You're going to bring the strap closer to your backside, pull on either side, and exhale, rise up slow, slow, slow. All right. Ooh. I feel like I need a break after that one. Let's keep our strap. We're gonna maybe make it a strap day, I'm not really sure. But let's take the feet about hip width, but a little bit wider. So you go to hip width and then maybe step out another width of your foot out. I'm gonna ask you to pick up those toes and spread them out to the best of their ability. Send the pinky down and then drag the other toe to the center. Straps in your hands with your palms up. I'm going to rise up in breath. Thighs are pressing outward. So if I didn't let my thighs press outward, I don't know if you can see this, but my knees kind of want to roll inward. But if I actively press them out, you'll see that the knees start to line up again. So you're going to keep that outward pressure in breath, rise. We're going to sit back to chair pose. Okay. Pulling on the strap slightly to broaden the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale to rise. And we'll reverse the arms just straight back down, but keep the body up tall. Okay, 4 more. In breath. Out breath. Thighs and arms are pressing outward. In breath. Take an out breath. In breath to rise. Out breath, reverse back down. Okay, 2 more. Here Here we go, rising up, thighs are pressing outward. Sitting back, chair pose, everything pressing outward. Next in-breath, we rise. Reverse back down. Great, last one, here we go. You can always decide not to lift the arms as high. Should have said that earlier, right? And pressing outward. Next in-breath, we rise. And reverse back down. All right, make any little adjustments. Shake it off. We'll take the strap now over your right shoulder. Great. And we're going to plant down through your right foot. That's going to be from your big toe to your outer toe to your heel, and toe plant or lift the left. So if you can, this left leg is away from your right leg, meaning it's not, using that leg. If you feel that you need to use that leg, then maybe just drop that foot back down to the floor. Here for another breath. You're going to step forward with that left leg. And then I'm going to walk it out a little bit so it's out towards the outer side of the mat. Bending into the front knee. You can check that your hip, knee, and foot are all in alignment. And then we'll ride it back out. 2 more. Last one. And then we're going to send it up with the arms. Rise up, warrior 1. Soften the arms a bit. Add your mudra of choice. If you need a little bit more grounding today, or just keep your chin maybe level. If you're looking like you need a little bit more energy, I might try to lift from the chest with just a little bit of a chin lift. One more breath. Feel your feet grounding. We're going to inhale, reach to the sky. Straighten the front leg as we bring the arms parallel to the floor. Spin the arms up, inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, arms come back down or palms come back down. 2 more. Next time the palms lift, we'll pause there. We'll bring the right arm up, take the left arm back behind you. We'll grab onto your strap, bending into that front knee. Your head does not push you around. You keep your spine in alignment, and then your arms adjust. Stay with me. Press to the toes of the back foot. If you're a hyperextender like me, that'll keep your back knee from hyperextending and bend a little bit. 1 more breath. Okay, we're going to release out of that front knee. Reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Okay, just a tiny baby bit of a back bend. And exhale, palms right down the center. A little bit of pressure. Those palms, just like we did in the very beginning, elbows out. All right. And if you can, hands to hips, we're going to step that left foot back to the right foot. And we'll toe plant or lift on that left leg. 1 more breath. All right, we're back to ground. Shake off, make any little adjustments. Mountain pose, meet you there. 1 breath. All right, release. Take that strap over the left shoulder. And we'll plant through that left foot now from the outer toe to the big toe with the heel. Hands to hips, and either toe plant or lift the right leg. Play with moving. We haven't really done that, but you can play with moving that right leg around if you want. If you feel steady. we're going to step forward with that right foot. And then adjust your leg so that your right foot steps out a little bit to the side. And we're going to go through those 3 glides so you can check from hip to knee to ankle that those are all in alignment. So heading in and back out. Last one. This time we rise through warrior. Watch out for closing my eyes, so I'm going to lose my balance. Let's rise up, soften the arms a bit, add your mudra of choice. And again, if you need more grounding, chin stays relatively level or even maybe down. And if you need a little more energy, little chin lift. And one more breath. We're going to rise up, breathe the sky, inhale. Arms come to parallel, so front knee straightens. We got 3 arm spirals here. In breath, opening up, chest lifts. Exhale, palms down. 2 more. Last one. We'll reach the right arm up, take the left arm back behind you, find that strap. And then we'll bend into that front knee. So spine stays tall, the head's not being thrust forward by the arms. Bringing the toes at the back foot slightly to unlock that knee. One more breath here. Release those arms, send them to the sky, in breath. A little bit of a back bend. Palms come together right down the center. Exhale as we straighten that front leg. Pressing the palms together, elbows out, one full breath. Hands to hips. And we're going to step that front foot back. Step until you're toe planting or lifting on the right leg again. Weights in the midfoot of your left foot. So not, if I go back into my heel too much, you'll see me leaning back. So get centered, one more breath. Got off my roost there. All right, shake it out a bit. If we can let our straps go for the moment. All right, let's bring our blocks in if you're using them. And you can always use books, step stools, tables. They're going to go to the top of your mat. All right, let's step there. Feet are about hip width apart this time. Spread those toes out, set them down. Find your balance, so sides are pressing outward again, much like we did in chair pose. We're going to rise up in breath, maybe onto the toes, maybe not. Heels travel back down, hands to thighs. We're going to sit that tush back. Take it down to your thighs, or your shins, or the blocks, or maybe the floor. On the in-breath, we're going to lengthen, so tailbone stays untucked, ducks flat. And then, again, heading down to the spot where you're going to land. Please make it feel comfortable for your backs and your hamstrings. One more breath. Bending into those knees. If they're not already, hands to the thighs, and see if you can come up with a flat back. Slowly, slowly rising. Exhale. We rise up towards the toes. In breath, extended mountain. And feet and arms come back down. Find mountain pose. One breath. All right, let's send the left foot forward. So if you're using blocks, you're grazing the inside of the left block. If you're using a table surface, then your foot's just kind of coming underneath that lip of the table. Right. Back foot is relatively facing forward. If it needs to be out a little bit, that's okay. Hips are facing the front of your space. Here we go. We're going to rise through warrior one, bending in, rise up. That front knee, left knee pressing out towards an invisible wall. Let's lift up onto the toes and the back foot, like you're lifting something up and offering up to somebody above you. And then you're going to exhale, palms to center, send that heel back down. I'm going to go 2 more times, like you're lifting it up and bringing it back in. Last one. Good. Let's give that front leg a little bit of a rest here, but we're going to head forward again. Inhale. Exhale, bending into that front knee. You're going to send the arms forward, so much like we did in the very beginning. You're reaching forward. And then start to bring the hands down either to your thigh, your shin, or the blocks, or the surface that you're using, your table perhaps. And we're going to start to straighten that front leg. In breath. Out breath, let it bend. 2 more. Last one we hold. So your back hip is hugging slightly forward, your front hip is hugging slightly back. Now I could be up on my shin or thigh too, that works well. Have the door in front of you. Okay, 1 more breath. Bend into that front knee. Start to use that front leg. Give you some pressure. Hands come back in front of you if you can. Palms together. And come right back to the start. Ooh, all right. Step it back together. Find mountain pose to reset. 1 breath. Extra there. Let's bring the right foot forward, heading off to the other side. So, right foot is grazing the inside of that right block if you're using it, or under the lip of the table. Here we go. I can remember that whole thing on the other side. See where we started. Let's bend in, rising up, warrior one. Oh, it's all coming back to me now. We're going to reach up like we're offering something upward. You're going to come lift that heel off the ground, and then we come back to prayer position in the center. 2 more. If it doesn't feel great to lift onto that toe base, just go towards the toes. All right, we're back here in the center, palms pressing together. Let's straighten that front leg just for a reprieve. Okay, we're going to head back in, bend into that front knee. We're going to offer forward, send those fingertips forward. Nice long line of the spine. And then bring the hands down to either thighs, shins, blocks, or table. We got 3 breaths here to straighten the front leg on the in-breath and then bend it on the exhale. Next time it goes towards straight, doesn't have to be straight today or ever, but towards straight. We're going to pause there. Back hip hug slightly forward, front hip hug slightly back. Find the ease in your effort. So what's going on at your fingertips? Are they really pressing into something? Jaw, shoulders. 1 more breath. Bend into that front knee, lengthen the spine if you can. All the weight on that front leg, palms together, rising back up. Back into prayer. All right, and release. Take off Flying Mountain Pose for one breath. Okay. We got one more here with this, kind of moving in the rhythm that we've been doing in terms of our positioning, but we're going to go into that balance of Warrior 3 using our blocks. I think we used to do it with the wall and stuff, but I'll have to check next time what you guys have near you, so you can use walls next time. Okay, let's start with the left foot forward, right leg back. So we're going to prepare for that balance of lifting the back leg off the floor. If you know where we're going, we'll bend in to rise up, in breath. Palms together, out breath. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to reach forward. Hands to the surface that you're using. If you're using blocks, you're going to take those hands forward, and you might even take them forward if you're using your tabletop. Lifting the back leg off whenever you feel steady and ready. So, right hip is facing more towards the floor rather than lifted. And does it help to reach through the heel or point through the toes? Standing leg is a wee bit bent for those that like to hyperextend, like myself. One more breath if you're still with me. We're going to bring that standing leg down to meet the other one. So keep in that little crouch position. Forward fold from here, exhale. In breath before we out breath to rise up. Inhale at the top. If you'd like to lift onto the toes, you may extend your mountain. And we be back, mountain pose, one full breath. Right, other side. I believe it's the right foot forward this time. Adjust your body to your surface that you're going to be using. All right, here we go. Bending in at front knee, always staying out towards the right side of your mat. Here we go, lifting up, warrior one. To prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Start to reach forward, take the hands down. We'll take that block or the surface that you're using, foot or so forward, back leg lifts. Lining up your hips as though they were headlights facing towards the floor. Reach through that heel. Standing leg a little bit bent. For those that hyperextend, a little bit bent's going to feel a lot bent, but trust me, it's not. Steady breath. One more breath if you're still with me. Always coming out whenever you need to, want to. Bend that standing leg. Bring the other one down to meet it. Forward fold. Exhale. And a little crouch position to rise up. Extending your mountain. Coming back, mountain pose. One full breath. All right, excellent job. I hope you're still with me. So let's make our transition down to the floor. Let's see. Let's come all the way onto your backs. You can have a little light something under your head. Too heavy. If you're using a pillow or a block for underneath you, you might want to bring that with you. Let's bring that block up underneath you, or if you're using maybe a pillow, and you can always do this with back on the floor or if you're on the couch. Okay, let's just pause here. If your hips are lifted, feel the effects of that. You're going to press the arms down to the surface that you're on. Draw the shoulder blades back. You're going to exhale one knee up into a half tabletop or reverse tabletop. Exhale the other leg back into that same position. Flex those feet. If you like, we're exhaling. You're going to heel tap. If heel tapping feels too challenging today, go for the toe tap. They're both challenging, just in a different way. You're alternating on your breath. See if you can slow it down. Relax those jaws if they're overactive. So 2 more to each side. Last one, if you're with me and my timing. And from here, just shake out the legs a little bit, and then we'll just lift them up to the sky. Energetic reach through the heels, press those arms down to the surface that they're on. Inversion here with a little bit of isometric work of those quads and your anterior shin bone muscles. And then let that energy go, maybe for 1 or 2 breaths where you just let the knees bend a little bit, let the feet be floppy. Then we'll let the feet dangle. And then exhale 1 foot back to the ground and exhale the next foot down to the ground. And take that surface out from underneath you. And bring the knees to the chest, open out wide. Keep the left knee bent. We're going to straighten out the right leg along the floor, the surface that you're on. And right hand's down by my side. My left hand's around the front of left knee. And we're going to start to take that into a circle. So out as wide as it could go comfortably. Back across. So you're actually crossing over midline. And then back and open. I might shift here just so you can see that. The door stopper. Across the midline. All right. And this next time out, we're going to hold it out there and then set your foot down and start to slide your foot towards that inner leg. So now you're into tree pose. Pillows or blocks could be your friends here. If you feel that when your leg goes here that your whole other side is tipping over. Reach through that right foot. If you have room above you, you can reach to the back wall. I'm just going to cross elbows because that's the room that I've got. Holding kind of some energy here, at least I feel that I am, but I'm going to ask you to just kind of let that go. If you could just settle your tree where the foot, doesn't feel like it has to reach so much. Just allowing yourself to be breathed. So you are a tree, just taking in all of this oxygen and wavering, not needing to do anything specific. more moments there, you're welcome to. If you're ready to come out, we'll do an energetic reach of those arms and release the foot. And then bring everything back in. Help that knee back in, hug it in. Ankle circles. Maybe a stretch up to the sky. Point and flex. All right, bring those knees back in. Open up wide. Inhale, exhale. We'll send the left leg out. Left hand's down by my left side. My right hand is on the outside. Helping that knee roll around out to the outside border. Crossing across midline. 2 more. The knee comes out the next time, we'll let it rest there. Foot down to the floor and slide that inner sole to the inner thigh or calf. Use your blocker support if you'd like. We're going to energetically reach through that left heel and maybe lift the arms up behind you. And the breath with that energy of reaching in opposite directions. And let that energy go and just let your foot be floppy and the body just kind of land where it wants to. One more breath. We'll take an energy, reach in opposite directions. You can always stay longer. And when you're ready, exhaling everything back in. Knee to chest. A few ankle circles. Maybe straightening that leg and a few point and flex. All right. I think we're after free playtime, or we're well past it, I feel. So maybe just having a little bit of free playtime, whatever your body might want to do. Ooh, yeah, we are in it. We started a few minutes late, though, so. If you're ready to find your Shavasana, you're welcome to send yourself there or continue a little bit of movement. I'll be finding my way into my seated pose, but you can find your way into Shavasana. If you're not there already, again, it's just a couple minutes. I've already set aside this time. I'll take us through a brief guided relaxation, rest for some quiet, and then remember the bells chime. As always, slowly rising out. Eyes open or closed, your choice, whatever helps you to tune in and tune out to the distractions. Can we smooth those thinking muscles, beginning with the forehead, the space between the eyebrows, broadening. Eyes are heavy, out to the temples, joint of the jaw, space between the teeth. Shoulder blades settled more deeply to the surface behind you. Surrendering all of your weight, all of your effort. And choose your anchor. What will it be that will bring you back every time your thoughts carry you away? Might it be the air is flowing through the nostrils, the belly rising and falling, or maybe you have a chirping bird outside. You got nowhere to be and nothing to do. These next few moments are yours. Always welcome to remain in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Are ready to come out, maybe taking a deeper, fuller, more conscious breath. Slow, steady exhale. Moving mindfully, but if you're not, please indulge any little movements that your body'd like to make. Fingers, wrists, toes and ankles, heads and hips. Your cat stretch or dog stretch before you begin to find your way onto your side. Wherever you might be in the transition, just pausing to recall your intention for the day. How might you show up today so that you can hold true to it when your mind starts to get frazzled or distracted. If you're not already seated, let's meet there. Again, always choosing to stay in Shavasana if you like. Mudra of this week is Chaturmukha. Never said that before. It's a gesture of 4 faces. So fingertips are coming together in front of you, and it's almost like you're holding on to, talk about perhaps rounding your hands around a globe. You've got that little rounding of the hands, and then the thumbs stay straight up. Now your hands can rest away from your body, or you can let your hands rest or your wrist rest on your belly. So it's this. You can see that. Look closer. Eyes closed or open, your choice. And we'll find that 6-count breath once again. And I want you to notice where you feel the breath moving with this mudra. I won't tell you where you might feel it. I'll let you explore. 3 breaths. Exhale, just let go of the breath rhythm. And if you felt that you were breathing into the belly space, you're correct. Felt you were breathing into the chest space, you're correct. And if you felt you were breathing into the side ribs, you're correct. It could have been any of those areas. It's meant to be a breath that moves the whole system, balances all doshas and all chakras because of that, because of its movement throughout. Okay. A little tidbit of the day. Let's find our gratitude hands, palms together over the heart space. Bowing to a place within you where you recognize that gratitude. What's one more thing in your life to be grateful for today? That list can be very long. I hope that it is. Send that gratitude out beyond those walls that you're in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Palms come together. Hold on to that gratitude real close, at least for the rest of the day. We'll almost out. If you want to join in, please do. Slow breath in. slow breath into Om. Breathe in. Breathe out, lips apart. Namaste. The spirit in me honors the spirit in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here, taking time out of your lives to take care of yourselves.